great today. Wake up, get some cake today. I've been with the dogs, I got this bone you tryna chase today.
Instead of having them on Roblox all day. You know, I'm not trying to come at your parents.
You know, for Roblox?
Huh?
You not a big Roblox guy?
No.
Great today.
We were kids, bachelor's degree was good. Like, even we were kids, the diploma was cool. You was straight.
Nah, I sound like he's still mad about that. I'm still mad about mine. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna call you out right now, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm a real professional, you know.
Teach yourself something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go teach yourself something, bro. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Go to the park.
You listen to Prince? Yeah, I like Prince with Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm more of a rock fan. Prince is more of a rock type of artist. He's a pop guy, but he makes more rock-inspired stuff. I like his music. It's just darker, broodier type stuff. It's more my speed.
Yeah.
Also admire his talent. Like, he does all the instruments of his songs and everything.
Yeah.
Don't diss Michael Jackson, of course. Michael Jackson is the greatest musician ever exists, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like Prince more, personally.
That was...
Like, certain songs, like Dirty Diana, to me, is that sounds like a Prince song when I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Over like a Michael Jackson song.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a lot of inspiration back and forth. They had a little beef, but I think there was a lot of mutual respect. But
I think it was a lot of more respect than actual, like...
I definitely love Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I was surprised to hear that. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Prince.
I like Prince, too. To say he's better than Michael, I don't know about that, but
I prefer him.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you prefer him and shit like that, but better. I can't say that, but I like me a good Prince song. I've listened to it like almost. I went through his whole catalog.
Yeah, of
I
course.
love all of it.
Seen the movie Purple Rain?
No, I have not seen it.
You should watch it.
Yeah,
You should watch it.
is it real good?
Yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm. What is it about?
Just Prince shit, you know what I mean? But it's about like, it's basically turning like a song into a movie, basically.
Yeah.
But like in an actual robust way. It's a good movie.
All right, I might have to check
About
it.
him, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't watch a lot of movies, so
I know.
yeah, so I got that.
Shout out to Prince though, man. He's like that. Legend for sure. Rest in peace.
I like how he, like you said, does all instruments himself and stuff like that. He had a band though at one point, right?
Revolution, yes.
Yeah, the Revolution and stuff like
But
that.
he would still step in like, I don't like how this sounds. Let me play it for you. Show you how you should play his guitar for this.
Mike, I remember Mike said in an interview he had to wake up every morning around like 3 o'clock because if he didn't do the song, he knew Prince was going to get it before him.
I can see that.
Yeah, he said, if I don't do this song, Prince is going to get this and I have to get it before he does, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, he's like, if I don't do this, Prince is going to get. How is your idea? How is someone else going to get it?
You both know, y'all know y'all both great. Like, you just know, like, if I'm thinking this shit, I know he already thought of it. You know what I mean? So I gotta get my stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's great, man. That's great. So they were talking about education, man.
Yeah.
Education, the importance of education, the lack thereof in this country today. Literacy's at an all-time low. Apparently, not all-time low, but a low for modern society, I would say.
Yeah.
With all the information we have at our disposal, to be unable to read, it's kind of crazy. A lot of people can't read, though, man. R. Kelly couldn't read.
Yeah, is that true? They said Fantasia couldn't read. Is that true?
That's crazy.
Is that true? Or
I know R. Kelly for sure. I know.
Allegedly, okay.
Fantasia, I didn't know that. That's crazy, really?
That's what they say, man.
Just got it's a feel for music that you don't got to write it down or read it.
Yeah,
just gotta just make it.
Nah, so the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I see this not only just online, I see it in my everyday life. Younger kids, people in general are just going longer and longer without having like a formal education. It seems like education is on the back burner now, when at least I felt like when we were growing up, education was such a big important emphasis. Yeah, there was an emphasis on getting an education. You know, they were always like, you know, do good in school and you go to a good college and go to do all this and stuff like that. And it seems like no one cares about that anymore. And I feel like to an extent you don't really have to, but that's for like a small minority of people that maybe not. I don't want to say get lucky.
I don't think you have to have like a degree to be successful or live a decent life. But you need the skills that school gives you, like critical thinking and, you know, being able to read and write and do simple arithmetic and being able to form your thoughts. And
don't you just need to read a couple words and then count to like 10, 100?
It's rough, brother.
No, like, you know, they talk about, you know, geometry. You don't need that, right?
Kind of do.
Nah, bro, when have you used geometry?
In ways you don't even think about using it.
See, look.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they said when I was growing up. When was the last
you measure things in life.
When did you do calculus? When was the last time you used calculus?
Calculus is different, but I'm not, that's why I brought out of math, man. But you need it. You do need, like, I'm not saying you need to sit there and measure circumferences and all that other shit, but it does come up and you will need it at some point in your life. But just the basic lack of skill to think deeply on a subject or anything. That is from school, and people like that. Also, the social skills schools give you, I mean, it's very important to make you a normal fucking human being. A lot of people like that ability, so
Yeah.
it's rough, man.
Yeah.
It's rough out here for sure. A lot of people just can't read, though. When you online, so we all online, argue with us in the comments. Some of y'all can't read. Some of y'all
can't write.
Some of y'all are lacking the ability to even critically think about what we said or what was said in the video or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're just mad for something you don't understand about. Not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all.
Yeah, a lot of them, they do just get emotional and they can't read. They can't think on a deeper level. What are we actually saying? Not on the surface level, what it sounds like we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
If the curtains are blue, the curtains are blue. That's a saying about like when you read a book, right? And
yeah.
There are context clues, there's symbolism, there's stuff like that you got to read between the lines for. That take a little bit more thinking to understand. But some people will read a book and say, well, the author said the curtains are blue, so they're blue, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so maybe they meant sadness or depression in the house.
So my question is, do you think that maybe we have a different view, maybe because, we both went to college or whatever.
Have degrees, all that stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably, yeah. Most likely, yeah. But I think even with a high school diploma, you have sort of an appreciation, understanding of like the importance of learning and understanding understanding things, understanding the world you live in. That's what school gives you, in my opinion. More than just like the A's and B's on paper and the diploma or the bachelor's degree, whatever paper. Help you understand the world you live in on a deeper level is very important.
But see, I think that's where the way that the school structure is set up, you're more focused on numbers. The A, the B,
numbers,
you know what I'm saying, than actually understanding and grasping the topic. And I think that's where the American education system is messed up at.
I think it's more so messed up in this fact that they want to control what kids learn and the narratives that kids learn.
Yeah.
I know,
but isn't that most of them? I didn't mean to cut you off, but I feel like most countries control what the person learns.
I agree, but when you're in like a private school or you go to like a high level university or let's use an example of right? Throw back to someone that we talked about in the show before, CK, the podcaster.
Oh yeah, your guy.
So he went to debate at Cambridge University, which is one of the highest level colleges in the world. He was talking to kids who were in their early 20s, but they had a grasp of the world and understanding of the world.
When he was arguing with them,
they were frying him because they had an understanding of the world and they actually understood context of. He pulled a stat out of his butt. They actually could contextualize that stat and why it was used in the wrong spot by him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the stuff I'm talking about. The stuff where you can take information given to you and know what and when to question it. That's what like school teaches you. But higher level schools I think teach you. But like if you're just at like the worst schools in your area, or you're living somewhere like I think Oklahoma's probably like the 51st state or something like that for education. Like the worst state for education, maybe.
Really?
Either that or Mississippi, one of the two.
I didn't know that.
I think it's down there. We can look it up over the show. You're probably learning stuff that's being given to you a certain way, and you're not being taught to think deeper in it. I know they remove like certain stuff out of their curriculum, like certain Native American things, certain historical things that are like, not fitting the narrative. But I also assume they're probably removing a lot of liberal authors too from their lexicon of stuff. You know what I mean? So I think when you go to a high level university or high level school, you get both sides of stuff. So the narrative's not really given to you. You're given the tools to form your own. That's what school does for you usually, especially college. Because college, I know a lot of people run the narrative that college is so liberal and it's all left wing, but it's like college has a bevy of thinkers and knowledge from all over the world, and like you form your own opinions based on what you surround yourself with while you're there. I think that's very important for people to develop the ability to do. I think if you struggle in school and you don't have you don't check it early, you don't help people early to learn, they're easily manipulated into doing whatever they want them to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the ability to question anything or for any good reason. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking up the school with the lowest education right now.
State?
Yeah, state.
I think it's Oklahoma, but it might be Florida or Mississippi. It's somewhere in the South, unfortunately. Somewhere in the SEC.
Mississippi.
It's 50th out of 50th? Jesus.
That's the lowest.
That's an economic thing, too.
It says, why Mississippi ranks the lowest. It consistently reports one of the lowest percentage of adults with a high school diploma or GED. It also ranks near the bottom in standardized K-12 academic performance, literacy rates, and graduation outcomes tied to income level. Damn. Yeah. You were spot on. You said Mississippi or something.
Oklahoma,
yeah, you were good. That was good. That's crazy to think about, though. But it's real, and I think these numbers are just going to continue to go down, especially, we talked about it on one of our previous episodes, especially with AI and SnapGPT, chat, all that stuff.
It's making your brain worse, weaker.
kids, not even just kids, no one wants to put in the work to do all this stuff. And why would they when they have something that could give them the answer in less than 5 seconds? You know what I'm saying? So why would they? So I understand, but at the same time, you can't put it on the kids all the time. It has to come from the parents.
It's not on the kids
adults.
most of the time. It's not on the kids really, like especially young kids. It's not on the young kids to learn. Like obviously, yeah, if your kid misbehaving in school, you gotta talk to them. But it's not on the young kids. I mean, they either go to a shitty school because they're in a shitty neighborhood because they're broke, or their parents are not continuing the lessons at home.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you gotta sit down with your kids and go over their whole school day with them, but hey, you doing your homework? Okay, what you working on? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, let me write to you this way, break it down to them this way, stuff like that, you know. But I understand that a lot of people don't have the resources to fund like a tutor, or some people work all day and their kid come home and their kids are by themselves a lot of times, or their kids are with a babysitter or something like that, and they don't have the time to sit down with their kids and continue the learning process at home. They want to get home and just chill and say, you did your homework? Okay, good.
Yeah.
We can relax now, you know what I'm saying, without following up or checking in and everything like that.
So keep it real with me. This is
real.
F these cameras right here.
Okay.
Do you really think education is that important?
I do.
Why?
Because if you're dumb, you're easily manipulated.
But I feel like most people want to get manipulated anyway.
But if you get educated, you realize why you don't want to.
No, they won't.
A lot of people do.
No, they won't, bro.
Education is important, man.
I'm
not even speaking on just going to school and getting a fucking paper that say you finished. I don't care about that. That's important, but I don't care about that. But learning, bro, like making yourself sit down and think critically about a book you're reading or an article or something, anything.
See, I agree with you, but I don't think most people agree with you. I don't think most people actually want that. Because if they did, wouldn't they go and do it?
I agree.
No, like a serious question though.
A lot of people are put in positions when they live in these places where education is not encouraged in the first place, and they're probably living in like Mississippi, very poor state. They got bigger fish to fry at home than getting their homework done. They gotta figure out what they're gonna eat tonight. You know what I'm saying? And so that matters. But then this is important, bro.
So you think it's survival first?
For most people, it is. How many people you know, grandparents or great grandparents say, I stopped school in middle school, 5th grade, because I had to get a job. You know what I'm saying?
My grandfather.
Because it was different.
My grandfather.
Your grandmother stopped school when she was like 2nd or 3rd or 4th grade to go work because she had to work.
My grandfather stopped in 3rd grade.
Yeah, she had to have to work to get the money. You can't just. And then later in life, that shit comes back to bite you because you don't know how to read or write at a certain level. You don't know how to read your pay stub. If you're getting jerked off at your job, you know, read your pay stub if you're getting like, you know, taken advantage of at your job.
Yeah.
Or like read a contract you might want to sign for buying a house, or you can't understand compound interest rates on your accounts, like anything that shit helps you that matters. You know what I'm saying? You can't understand what APR on your car means, and you're fucking signing for 27% interest in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like you wonder why your car note is $700 in a car, $20,000 because you didn't read anything. You can't read. And it matters. It does really matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter unless you have some extraordinary skill like Floyd Mayweather.
I was gonna say, you know, a lot of those people, like, I don't know if you said your grandmother, right? Did they have any like extraordinary stories about her, like being to have some crazy skill, maybe where she was working now?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say so.
Great lady, but no.
Okay, I feel like a lot of them, like, I feel like that's another art that, not art, but something that's dying. A lot of these people had like these either extraordinary skills that they were able to use to either help them get by or something like that, or something they picked up along the way.
Like what? Like athletics, something like that?
No, and it doesn't have to be athleticism. Maybe like they're really good with numbers, you know what I'm saying? Or someone's really like think quick on their feet, you know, stuff like that.
In the past, you could just be good with numbers and get a job, but now it's like you need there's a lot of gatekeeping. You need this diploma or that degree or whatever else. You can't just walk in the door and say you're good with numbers. Nigga, fuck them off. It's called security. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Yeah. So times have changed. You need to get past those barriers of gatekeepers to get by. Like you need to. It's no sort of like way around it.
And why do you think they put up those gatekeeps?
Because
it just makes it harder for the normal person.
Because they don't want normal people to cross over into the upper class.
You think that's what it is?
That's 100% what it is.
Okay.
They don't want people to move from normal, lower to middle to upper to elite. They don't want people to move easily up and down. They want you to have to work for that, and they'll put your barriers up every time they get a chance. Like, remember, when we were kids, bachelor's degree was good. Like, even when we were kids, diploma was cool. You was straight. A degree was like,
I think it was just starting to teeter into the bachelor's.
Like early 2000s, getting a college degree was like, oh wow, come on in, we're calling you to get a job. Then as we got older, we got out. It was like, okay, where your master's at, nigga?
Yeah.
Or where your law degree at?
Yeah.
Or where your PhD at, nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, because now too many people with just bachelor's degrees went from lower. Poor people got degrees and went from lower to middle or lower upper, and they were like, oh no, we gotta.
So this is what I think.
Put those barriers up for these people.
I think this is what it might have been, which is crazy to sound. College and higher education became too accessible to the majority
so they was like, we gotta price everybody out.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, bro. Really think about it, because most people weren't, like you said, they weren't doing it. That's why the bachelor's degree was cool. It was only not allowed, but only a certain group of people with either a certain financial or social status could be able to go to those institutions. Then they made it open for more people, affordable or not affordable per se, but
they encourage people to go.
Exactly.
And then through that encouragement, they got made more money from the tuition.
Exactly.
And then they decided on the back end to say, well, everybody got a degree now, so well, how are you different? Now you need a master's, now you need a PhD, now you need an MBA, all that stuff.
But see, this is why this is on the other side of, I don't know if education per se first is important, is because it seems like it's become a money grab system now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
what is it though, right? What is it, a money grab? What's something that you in life that you could do for free that's not a money grab at some point? You know what I mean?
Enjoy nature. I think that costs money too.
You gotta pay to go to some of the parks. That's a parks right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
you gotta pay for the tent and all those. Yeah. Pay for the dinner on the trail. You gotta pay for shoes going.
Yeah.
It's not just everything's money grab, but I think that a lot of people approach college with the mindset of it's a scam first, when in reality, I guess in theory it's somewhat of a scam if it doesn't benefit you in the end, but it is what you make it in the day too, just like any other thing you do. And some people's degrees are honestly not really profitable to major in, and you're leveraging a lot of your money for that degree that isn't going to be worth much once you get out of it. And it's not the shame of like an art degree or an English major's degree or somebody majoring in Shakespearean literature. I don't know. It's kind of dumb, but it's like, if you want to do that so bad, there are ways to do it that save you money on the back end. Community college first, then you go to this school, or go to a state school that's cheaper than going to your dream college or stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't got to go to USC. If you live in California, you can go to fucking Sacramento State or something like that and save money. You know what I mean? Or around here, you don't got to go to university. You don't got to go to Georgetown. You can go to Salisbury or something and get a similar education at Frostburg. I mean, not Frostburg, but you go to Towson like I did. I mean,
hey, shout out to my guys at Frostburg. I know y'all good.
They probably hungover right now. They probably hungover. They ain't saying this. They can sit on the bed, bro.
So, I know you like Drewski, right? You seen the Drewski skit, the cop skit that he's been doing.
Yeah, with Rakai, the stranger.
Yeah.
I watched clips of it.
Yeah.
I watched him get the clown car of gay dudes.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious, bro.
He's with Rakai though. That was pretty strange.
That's what I was gonna say.
Are you a Rakai guy?
Not because Rakai. I don't really watch a lot of streamers. Let me put that out there.
I'm almost 30.
Yeah. But what was interesting to me is
the CIA planning him.
Yeah, definitely. All of them are plants, bro. I don't care what no one. There's only a few that happen to grow and then get it, but most of them are plants.
Did you see Playboy Max say that he got $100K from some random guy?
Yeah.
To quit his job and keep streaming?
Yes.
He didn't think enough of it?
Yes.
Now he had the Grammys?
Yes. I saw that. Plant.
That's ridiculous, bro. Plant. Back to Ricardo, man.
You saw the clip where he was in the car with Drewski and Drewski asked him, what's a vowel?
Yeah, he couldn't answer. A-I-O-U, sometimes Y. Yeah. What'd you think of that? Did you cringe like I did?
I wanted to be a joke.
I thought it was trolling.
I thought he was trolling.
But I saw his face continue to like look so puzzled. I'm like, oh, it's not a bit.
Yeah, because he was just like, it's a vowel.
Yeah.
With no explanation. You know? You think he was trolling?
No, I don't. I think he's not a smart kid.
Damn.
But it's okay.
But that's what I was getting at, man. What do you need an education for when you can be a streamer, YouTuber?
Well, number one, doing that in general is not guaranteed. Number two, his story is definitely not guaranteed. He got found randomly by Kai, and Kai just embraced him and basically gave him the boost that most kids never get. He basically got the progress of someone streaming for 5 years in one. You know what I'm saying? Because Kai just randomly seen him and was watching stream. Like, this kid's pretty funny. I'm going to bring him to my house and groom him to be, and I use that word, mold him into a streamer of the future. And then they quickly went into where we are now. He's what, 16, 17 years old?
Yeah.
Well, he's 17 now. He'll be 18 soon. So I'm scared for him.
He's young.
I'm scared
he's
for
real
him.
young. That's something you should learn in elementary school, and you should be able to know it like that.
I don't think he really cares about that type of stuff
Yeah.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got all this money and wealth and free time. He doesn't really care to go back to school. He probably doesn't think he need it.
Let's play the clip. Y'all tell me y'all think he's trolling or not.
Drewski, man. So he's with Rakai and his strain. They're like impersonating cops, which I think is illegal, but whatever. And they collab.
And if I check,
Hey, man.
what?
Come on, bro. You gotta get a hold of that. Onomatopoeia.
Gang, it's because I think before I talk or some shit.
What's a vowel? Tell me, please. God damn. What's a vowel? Right now. You in 12th grade, nigga. What's a vowel, bro?
A vowel? It's like a vowel, nigga.
God. Oh my God.
A vowel,
Oh my
like,
God, bitch.
A vowel like A, B.
Bitch, oh my God. A vowel. A-E-I-O-U.
That's what I said. That's what I said. A vowel.
He said like A, B, like he was doing it by the alphabet. He didn't say this. I can't stand this little boy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah.
No, it's beyond this. It's all the videos he's done, clips I've seen him on.
Mm-hmm.
He goes viral for nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
He went viral for stealing the stuff out of Walmart.
Yeah.
He went viral because the lady stopped him and his friends in the store and said, "Y'all need to stop. You already know how they perceive us." Which I hate people do that too, by the way. You see how black people perceive black people already. Act different. I hate that, but like, she had a point. I ain't gonna lie. Like they were causing a lot of trouble. Like, and it's like. This is what kids are watching now, and that's what makes my stomach turn.
And that's what I was gonna say. Kids want to see that. They like
they
that.
Want to be that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want to be that. It didn't get picked for this week's topics, but I had a video that these streamers are showing kids what to do and what not to do. Basically, like they're looking up to these kids.
But you gotta think, right? If you're a kid though, and everything he does goes viral, and he gets attention, stuff like that, and you perceive to be making money, there is no right or wrong. It's all rights. You know what I mean? Ain't no negative stuff coming out of this. He getting attention, clout. He posted one video. He got this car, that car. He's 17. He probably got a supercar or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember Speed had a Lamborghini when he was 18 years old or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was, and that's when he was a super minstrel. You know what I'm saying? He's different now. He's a lot better now. But so if you're a kid, you probably perceive it as like all this behavior gets a good result. Why would he? I want to do that and be negative and be stupid, be whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, but.
What? Like, how can you possibly, so we got the stats here, right? According to the National Assessment of Educational Progress, only 33%, that's exactly 1/3 of 4th through 8th graders are proficient in reading. I would assume his fan base is all them little niggas, 4th through 8th graders, probably a little younger, and a little bit of high school, but probably not really high school. Only 1/3 of them can fucking read.
Mm-hmm.
So they're watching somebody else who also can't read. He also don't go to school. He's got, like, he don't take care of his teeth probably. He don't brush his teeth right. They always say that on the streams too. He stutters like crazy. They're probably seeing that and thinking, why would I gotta go to school if this way he can do this and he can't read, he does other stuff. I don't gotta read either. I don't care about this stuff. Fuck you, Miss go through the English teacher, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it matter? So how do you get kids to come back to reality? Like, bro, that's not gonna be you.
That's the hard part, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think that part is on to the parents. The parents really need to instill that understanding.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember. I said Rakai is 17. I remember he did something where he cussed out this girl. No, he cussed out this girl on stream. I think it was Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend or something like that. He called her a B-word, all this type of stuff. No, it was when he had the award show and he got clowned by the host. And he was like, I should have said this chat, and he started cussing her out, whatever. And his mom called him. His mom sound about 30, bro. His mom sound about 30. He's 17. His mom sound about 30. I might be wrong. She might be older, but she sound about 30, bro. So that's what we're dealing with. No child left behind. Now you have them people having kids. Remember in school, bro, they used to have people in classes that was like the remedial classes. You got to be in here. The problem is y'all graduate. They didn't tell nobody who was in them classes. So now y'all just out in the free world together. And them niggas just walk around voting and all that type of stuff. And driving cars near you. That's it. And they're handling your order at restaurants. Or they're handling like something more serious.
Oh shit.
Some of them CNA, GNAs was in them classes, and you trusting them to do your blood work and all that stuff, or your vitals.
Oh shit. Come on, don't play with them like that.
I'm just saying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now they all in the world with you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the problem. They have kids too.
Yeah.
And they never learn how to learn. So their kids are going to know how to learn either.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to walk around. The household dumb as rocks. The kid dumb as rocks too. Everybody's got rocks in the house.
Yeah.
And bricks and stones.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody got no brains.
Yeah.
So.
I remember, I remember seeing something. It was on the news. I can't remember exactly. So allegedly, a lot of high schools were allowing kids to graduate and move on to the next grade, even though their grades weren't sufficient enough to get through. It's like they're kind of like pushing these kids through the system. Why?
Because a lot of these schools, especially public schools, depend on the funding that comes from passing grades, having high grades in their schools. One season of Wire is about this. They railroad the kids through to pass because they need the funding. So we talk about like we talk about in here, we have some stuff about like a lot of schools lack funding because they're in areas that have been redlined to death. Where they have lower property taxes around the area, they have lower income families in the area, so they don't get funding because of that. So a lot of times these schools will do stuff like that to get more passing grades to get the funding from the state that they need to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
A lot of schools, especially like even in Baltimore, you see this a lot. Schools will have really bad grades and stuff like that, but they'll put kids through anyway because they need kids to pass. The more kids that fail, the more money you don't get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that comes down to socioeconomic impact on education is huge. It's a massive impact on education. People don't understand like a public school in one neighborhood or one area versus another area is two completely different
Vastly
things.
different.
And you would think they're not much different because they're both public schools that anybody can go to in theory, but they're not. Like look at schools up here, like Newtown up here, not the best school, but it's solid. Compare that to Digital Harbor or something like that.
Or schools in Columbia, yeah.
Yeah, a school of Columbia versus Newtown. It's a big gap between them, and that's two nice areas you would think. But the Columbia schools, that's, was it Howard County? They have a much more better funding from the state. Howard County itself has better funding. They get stuff done a lot better. They have better amenities, better teachers. Teachers are higher paid, so they care more. They show up more. Yeah. They have teachers not teaching 3 subjects. They have one teacher doing one thing. Or you might have a gym teacher doing one other thing too, but that's about it. You don't have 35 kids in the class. You got 25. That's a big difference.
Yeah, big gap.
And when you go to an even higher level, the private schools, you got classes with 15, 10 people in it. So everybody get one-on-one learning. They good. Anybody behind, don't worry. I got you one-on-one right here. We could. Stay behind for a couple minutes. I got you. Don't worry about it. But at a school with 35, 40 kids in the classroom, that ain't happening. So the kids are struggling or misbehaving. They don't get the one-on-one time and the help, the counseling to get by. So compound that with the little bad motherfucker when they got the counseling and stuff in school, when he's in the class of 45 and he's struggling, he go home and he got to watch Rakai, and Rakai sound like him and stutter like him and can't read like him, and but he's rich. I want to be like Rakai. I don't want to be like my dumbass teacher who hate on me all day. They be lying on me, Mom. I don't know. They be lying on me.
So maybe...
Your teacher ever lie on you before?
What do you mean? Like
you ever do something in school or the teacher call your parents or
oh, hell yeah.
They lied on you?
Oh, yeah.
They really lie on you? Or you just said they lied on you?
Nah. A couple of them lied on me.
They never lied on me, but he said exaggerate so bad. I'm like, man, was that right?
So that's different than exaggerate's not lying?
No, they lied. They was lying.
Okay.
But it's like, if I'm talking in class too much, don't say I'm dragging the whole class. Come on now. You're lying now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Now you're just dragging it a little bit. But it's cool, though. It's cool.
Yeah,
I'm over that now. I'm not... So,
are you?
Yeah.
Nah, I sound like he's still mad about that. I'm still mad about mine. I ain't gonna lie. I want to call you out right now. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a real professional, you know what I'm saying? I try to be, at least. I try to be. So, I know, before we go to the next topic, but do you think that maybe the kids look at Rakai as like, hey, if he can do it and he act like me, he look like me, maybe that's a chance for me to be able to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, we're looking at the negatives. Yeah, maybe he's...
But to make it through what avenue? Not just making it in general, because kids don't think about making it in general. Kids think about making it specific ways. I want to be a football player. I want to be a streamer. I want to be a basketball player. I want to be whatever. They don't think about, like, the idea of how, like, when you grow up, the idea of making it changes to just, like, being successful in whatever you choose to do. You're not just going to choose the extravagant, crazy, one-off, low percentage job, you know what I'm saying? You realize that making it is just having like a family that loves you, a home that's yours, and owning your own property, whatever else, and being successful in what you do. I don't think no kid grow up and say, I want to be cyber tech engineer. Maybe they do now, but
I think some of them do.
I want to be an IT specialist and be good at it. I want to be a regional manager of Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't think about that.
That's real specific.
That's a great job to have, though.
Yeah, that's real
I
specific.
think you make $100K, you work regional manager of Walmart. You good. You know what I'm saying? But the kid ain't think about that shit. The kid think about, oh, I want to be CEO of Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be, but you think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell the kid that,
Walmart
bro.
ain't letting that happen. But or the kids think I want to be the obvious, the athlete, the singer, the rapper, or whatever else.
But that's because that's what's put in their face, like Rakai. You see what I'm saying? If we had more, I don't want to say better, but like we had more careers, like being a lawyer, being a doctor, or just other stuff like that, being a regional manager, stuff that they could see, put it in their faces, then maybe more of them would want to do that. But we only see be president, actor, athlete, streamer now, YouTuber now.
I would rather a kid say he want to be president than fucking streamer.
Yeah.
I would love if a kid said he want to be president.
Yeah.
But they don't say that often. Mm-hmm. Well, I think also growing up for us, like, our entertainment as kids was a lot more like stimulating and in a positive way.
You say that, but
a lot slower.
You say that, but
there wasn't a lot of brain rot stuff most of the time. There were some things, but most of it wasn't brain rot. I mean, even in kids shows, Blue's Clues was enriching. You know what I'm saying? You learned something.
Feel like they was programming us, but that's a different topic for another day.
Yeah, the Blue's Clues, that was like enriching. You had the octopus Oscar or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit was like soothing and slow, and you learned something. It wasn't like, what? It was like a calming show. It helped you develop like communication skills. You had like just other stuff like that growing up. It was different. Now that we switched to this short form brain rot shit, that also contributes a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So,
how do you feel about parents who give their kids an iPad?
Don't like it.
No?
I understand the idea of it, like, it makes them quiet, whatever, they chill out, but it's not good for your kids, bro. That prolonged screen time. Like, when I get my little Apple weekly screen time shit, my numbers are high, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah? You actually track it?
Yeah. Apple will tell you your ass, but I leave it on because I want to see. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, for a minute, daily usage was 12 hours, 11 hours. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn, really?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
My weekly, I'll probably find it already in here. I'll scroll through my phone and look for it later on, but I be trying to get at least like, 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. It's still a lot of time on your damn phone, but maybe.
Well, you be 7 hours on your phone? Like, I'm not judging.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I do.
That's insane, bro.
Why do you think I know all this stuff about random shit online? Why do you think I'm 27 and up to date with streamers and stuff like that?
Wow. That's actually, that's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time.
Jeez.
Your phone don't tell you that?
No, I'm not on my phone most of the time. I don't have time to be on my phone.
That's good. I do.
Yeah.
I have time, so I'm on it.
No, it's not even just,
You're just better than me?
See, nah, bro. I can't. I have other stuff to like what's the word? I can't have the phone to do the stuff that I need to do throughout the day, if that makes sense.
Are you in front of a different screen, though?
What, like a computer screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in front of a computer screen.
Are you any better? That's not different.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's any better. I just think, the
goofy.
phone. Yeah.
You got the same problem as I got, nigga. What the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, I feel like that's what most people jobs
Screen time.
are.
Here we go, screen time. My daily average, 10 hours and 20 minutes. Up 10% from last week, but I know why this is up this week, actually. I'm not going to say why, because we can't say that.
And this is just the phone?
This is the phone, yes.
Sheesh.
I'm not on my computer that much.
Really?
Work-wise, a couple emails, check behind a couple things. On my phone most of the time, though. Like, email from my phone. I make calls from my phone. I handle, like, stuff from my phones. So, yeah, man. Yeah, 10 hours daily average for this week. I know why it's up, though, this week, specifically.
I know.
Certain stuff in the news going on, y'all have seen on Twitter. I'm not going to say it because we can't talk about it.
Yeah, we can't talk about it, unfortunately. We'll get clapped.
Yeah. So you can see.
You
can see there, 10 hours. Yeah.
Younger kids using these iPads and stuff.
So imagine,
like
I'm an adult brain doing that. So my brain's kind of like set in stone. It don't really change too much beyond this point.
No, they said.
I mean, I can make it better.
They said the adult man brain doesn't stop growing till like 30 now.
Oh shit! Maybe I should stop.
No,
a real thing?
No, it was a joke. Cause it changed every year. First it was 21, then it went to 25, then it was to 28. And yeah.
Like my brain, I can improve my brain through like brain training and doing stuff like taking quizzes and testing puzzles, whatever else, eating better. But I have opportunity. The kids' shit is smooth as hell, bro. They have a lot of growing to do. So imagine the kids' brain being stunted in that way. It's tough.
And you said something important before we went on our tangent. Parents come home and they give the kid the iPad to settle them down because they just had a longer day.
A lot of people, like say you're a lower middle class person, you're a regular person, you have a regular job, you work a long 8-hour shift, your commute's like an extra 2 hours of that, you're tired, you worn out. Say you're a nurse, something like that, you work 12-hour shift. You want to get home and your kid is, give me my homework, give me my timetable. You're like, man, damn. And then your kid like want to be entertained, and you feel like the iPad can entertain them. And then you let them off with their iPad and you go watch their YouTube videos or their streams or whatever. And you kind of forget about it. But over time, that does damage over time. Because you're limiting your kid's ability to do other, like, more nourishing activities, more positive outlets, you know what I'm saying? Getting real light in their face, you know what I'm saying? It changes. And it impacts your kids in the long run. And your kids get dumber, as far as we know. It's not, there have been some studies on this stuff, but I do know for a fact it increases certain things like anxiety, depression. All that increased screen time affects your mood negatively, for sure. On top of that, a lot of the apps are designed to feed off negativity. Instagram feeds into your insecurities, you know what I'm saying? Facebook feeds you negative stories. You're going to click on them more than positive stories. Twitter the same way, negative stories. Twitter will show you a nigga getting his head cut off within 5 minutes of opening an app.
Open an app, yeah.
The fuck is that about, Elon? You know what I'm saying? But
not to mention all the sex and porn they got on.
Yeah. All of that stuff on there too. So yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah, man.
So it seems like almost that reduced screen time is kind of like a luxury now. You know,
privilege.
Like, privilege. That's even a better word.
Having a bag to have your kid do something else is different.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that's real? Do you think?
I think it's always been that way though. Think about us growing up as kids, right? What do rich kids do? They don't play video games all day. They was playing fucking piano, violin. They was doing sport, tennis or some sport. They had a tutor come in and teach them another language. My son, my little boy learned French this week. You know? We're on the boat this week and we're gonna fish and whatever else and like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas we growing up, we probably come home and I'm home. Hey, okay, welcome home. Yeah. Do you do your homework? Yeah, I did it. Okay, all right. You just go play the Xbox.
Play the game.
Yes. PlayStation all day, and that's just that. And it's like it's probably not as bad as being your phone because at least the video game is some sort of stimulation that makes your brain think in some ways. But it's a similar thing. But now I think it's like we talked about this before. I think the elite changed their tastes a lot. So certain things become fashionable for regular people. No longer is cool with them. By the time we get it, it's over with.
Over.
Like the iPhone, remember like the BlackBerry? Rich people had a BlackBerry. Businessmen, Obama had one. And like iPhones too. Slowly after that, iPhones, like rich people had one. People that was celebrities, they had the iPhones, they was making moves, whatever. But then everybody got an iPhone. And now it's like, okay. Or like you see the AirPods, everybody got the wire ones now. Again, all of a sudden, okay. All right, you're performative as hell. Very. Or like the big Apple AirPod Maxes. I have a pair of those. They cost too much money. I don't know why I got them. They're cool though, but they cost too much. So people shift their tastes, and I think that also applies to everyday life too. So for example, like people like eat certain foods, right? And then maybe like, okay, well you eat that shit, but I'm rich. I'm gonna get the organic version. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, not much different than what I got, but okay, nigga, like. Instead of going to Giant, you're going to Wegmans. Okay, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But it's like a big difference. And the same thing applies to how you raise your kids. Yeah. So growing up, having money, like when people first got TVs, it was a wealthy person's thing to have a TV in the house or a computer in the house. Now it's all shifted. So now people are looking at it like, you know what? I got the money. I'm gonna have my kids off them phones and iPad all day because these dumb kids run around, these broke kids run around. Their brain is going to mush over these iPads. I'm gonna have my kid do something more nourishing in the house. I got the money for it. Let's hire a tutor or something like that. Let's pay for piano lessons or what's the other instrument that they play? Clarinet lessons or the cello or violin. You know what I'm saying? We got a video from Andrew Yang talking about that. You know who Andrew Yang is?
No, I actually don't.
Former presidential candidate Andrew Yang. He's a grifter.
Really?
Left-wing grifter. Damn. First one ever.
Damn.
Shout out Andrew Yang though, man.
Shout out Andrew Yang, man.
We're done.
Check this out. Screen time is now what's called an economically inferior good, which is that poor people consume more. If you go into a rich household, they're like trying to keep their kids away from screens as long as possible. But you know what they do? They hire folks to like have their kids in like activities, try and keep them busy so that they're not on screens. If you're in a poor family, they're like, here's your screen, just like, you know, have at it.
It's so inverted to think that the new privilege is to not have access to as much technology, and that organic light is essentially moving in the same direction as organic food. But we don't have to wait for it to trickle through the socioeconomic statuses. We can actually all strive for a more organic life where we are creating more choice in our relationship to technology. And here's why. Listen to this.
Because our relationship with our phone now is one of the most important relationships for our well-being or mental health.
They said organic light is just as important now as organic food. I think you said something about that a little bit, organic food, whatever. But it's kind of crazy to think that that's something that should be a natural concern, something natural important to us is getting, you know, natural light is becoming something that is separating us in a socio-economic scale versus wealthy and poor people when you really think about it.
Life imitates art, man.
Yeah.
Like, all of these, think about all the dystopian like movies or shows or games you see, like a lot of these super packed in cities lack a lot of natural light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because and it's a luxury to have the big, even now it's a luxury to have the big floor to ceiling windows in your high-rise penthouse. You know what I'm saying? It's a luxury to have all that light coming in the morning, stuff like that. So
Light is a luxury now. That shit is hilarious.
I mean, pretty soon water gonna be one too. It said 13 years left on the fresh water supply.
I saw that.
Y'all still putting y'all face in ChatGPT, making a caricature. You just lost water.
So we know this. We know it's important to get light, to limit screen time.
To get like to do nourishing things.
And it's said that limiting screen time correlates with improved academic importance. And we all know this is almost kind of obvious, but even if it isn't, it increased academic importance.
It's obvious.
Why won't we do this?
Because it's the hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Because once you get your kid on the iPad and all that shit, it's hard for the people to. Some people just don't want to be the bad parent, the bad guy parent in the household, and be like, or especially if you're a single parent, you don't want to be the bad guy where you're like, take this shit away, give me the iPad, we're going to focus on your schoolwork for a little bit. You don't want to be the bad parent, but also people just don't want to do the hard part, the work, because then they got to sit down and do the work too, and teach their kids how to do certain shit, or teach their kids and put the effort in to be their kid's tutor and stuff like that. And I understand, like, you worked a long day yourself, it's hard. In your mind, you was in school for 8 hours, they can't teach you everything you need to know, you know what I'm saying? I get that, but it's like, everybody knows, whether we want to admit it or not, the education goes beyond the classroom. It's home is just as important, honestly.
Yeah.
And just as much as like how much you learn in school is how much you retain when you get home. It's just as important. People don't want to do the hard work though. It's easier to just give the kid iPad, so shut up.
Yeah. One thing I do want to say, a lot of our audience are either young adults or they're mostly young adults, or some of them don't have families yet and some are with families. I want everyone watching there, if you are
A parent.
Yeah, if you're a parent, really take the time out of your day, even if it's just for an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, to get your kids away from the screen. And then you sit down and interact with them, teaching them a couple things. Even just taking them on, doing an activity, like they said, is better than just having them sit there and on that.
Going for a walk.
Yeah, instead of having them on Roblox all day. You know, I'm not trying to come at your parents.
You know, for Roblox?
Huh?
You not a big Roblox guy?
No, I don't like none of that. But on a more serious note, just take that extra bit of time because it's going to go a long way.
It does.
I know it's hard,
Huge
it's tiring, but it goes a long way for the future of our kids. We were talking about on the phone, the kids are our future, man. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, even if you don't have kids and it's just you, take the extra second, that 30 minutes to an hour to get off the phone, get some sunlight.
Teach your damn self something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go teach yourself something, bro. Go for a walk, go for a run, go to the park, you know what I'm saying? Go play with your dog, your cat or something like that, you know?
Yeah, but this is like how we talked about earlier where like schools in wealthier districts have better opportunity. It's the same with wealthier people. Like we always talk about like we're going to do a full episode on this one day, like we talked about on the phone. Where we always talk about like when you're wealthier, you have like, nicer cars and you have nicer clothes and you go on nicer vacations and you have nicer restaurants that you go to or something like that. But a lot of stuff comes down to being wealthier is like nuances in life. Like having the money and time to afford having your kid do something like spectacular, like learn the piano.
Yeah.
Or learn to play the violin. Like the amount of opportunities that come from learning that sort of stuff, and the people you're around doing that stuff, is an opportunity by itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can afford to have your kid in the robotics club, or like they're like you have your kid in these like Head Start things for like things like NASA or whatever else. You can afford to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff, it's a big difference in your kid's upbringing versus like having them on an iPad all damn day, or even just even like a basic tutor makes a huge difference in your kid's life, and your kid's retention, your kid's test scores, all that other stuff. How much they actually ingest and learn, and how they actually go through life with the skills to learn something. Because a lot of people can't learn anything. They struggle to learn anything. They struggle to think critically beyond like what they're given. You know what I mean?
And even the parents themselves influence the kid. If the parent is not educated enough, it's going to get passed down to the
And the
kid.
kids, people are wealthier normally, how they're educated, so they are able to pass down those habits and traits to kids.
Exactly,
like, hey,
those habits, those traits. You know what I'm saying?
And those sort of study guides and how to actually retain what you're learning in school, and how to approach writing an essay or doing your times tables or approaching a science project. That stuff matters in the long run. It really does. Like, you are molding a human being for the future, bro. And every little step or misstep you have affects them. So
you see the lady who sent the letter to the kindergarten teacher.
Unfortunately, I did.
You saw that?
Yeah.
So a mother, I guess the child was getting bad grades in school. She was getting all ones, where 1 was the lowest and 3 was the highest. She had gotten all ones in all her scores in elementary school. So the mother decided to write a letter to the school.
The principal, I think.
It was the principal. It was the principal directly.
She physically wrote a letter.
Physically wrote the letter by hand. And boy, was that letter something.
Yeah, man. This is embarrassing. It's funny, but it's not. But this is why we say it matters what happens at home. Mm-hmm. This is what we say, like, why we say what happens at home and who is teaching your kids at home matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll play it's like a post. It's 2 videos in one. Y'all getting a lot of extra content today. But it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. The lady writes a letter, and she writes it by hand. I remember I saw the original TikTok, bro. And she was in the comments, right? And somebody asked her, hey, why don't you send an email or something? Why did you type this out? Why did you write it? It looks so bad. And she was like, what do you mean type it? Do you have a typewriter or something like that?
Okay, so yesterday, y'all know that Koi got her report card, and I wrote the teacher.
So, I'm sorry to cut it off. You can see already. She starts the video, starts off with hey, Hay, hay is for horses. And it's just, from there on, she uses like, instead of YOU, she says you, like a big U, like you're typing on your phone. Mm-hmm. It's bad, bro. We'll let it play out, though.
A letter. Don't talk about my handwriting. I graduated high school, and I did some college, so. Anyways, so I asked for a conference, and I asked for a change of classroom, because I just feel like she's nitpicking with my daughter. It's been multiple occasions, with her getting in trouble in the classroom for like the smallest things. The stuff is like really to me. I mean, like, they're in kindergarten.
Whoa. I gotta bleep that word out.
Definitely gotta bleep that word out.
Ironically, we use that word, but so it says, hey, Miss Kid, I'm writing you regarding Chloe as her daughter. I've never seen a report card like this. I figured it out though. THO. What I'm not understanding, WAT, is why she scored all ones with handwriting, and she knows how to capital and A&D, how to spell and write her name. Yes, I understand she gets uppercase and lowercase mixed up. A little, but scoring a 1 on handwriting is ridiculous. Don't you, with a big U, think, Jesus. Don't you think, what the fuck?
Where you at right there?
Okay. Don't you think maybe?
Oh, I see.
It's maybe. Don't you think maybe is ridiculous? Not it's ridiculous. Don't you think maybe it a 2 if anything?
If anything.
I've been having problems with her behavior nonstop about small things. I keep record of this. I need a meeting in person because this is really unacceptable. I'm not saying Koya isn't wrong for not following directions, but some things need to be handled differently. Like timeout for student when it get out of. Okay, y'all get it, man.
I think they get the gist.
Still kids. Like, you don't have to report everything back. Like, oh, she dropped the pencil off for this. Now I'm going to send her to the office. Like, it be stuff like that. Like, it's really just nonsense. So I requested a conference, and she wrote back and said that I can come tomorrow. And she also got in trouble today in school. It says Koya had to sit with another teacher 2 times for not following directions. Okay?
There's a second video in here. I'm going to show it. This is not to make fun of the baby girl, because she's in kindergarten.
Yeah.
But she's writing her name. I'm going to describe it to you. We don't got to put it in. So we ain't got to put it in because I don't want to have the little girl in the video. But
yeah,
the next video is her daughter writing. Her daughter's gripping the pen like, almost like this when she's writing. Mm-hmm. And like, that's a dead giveaway that you ain't writing well. You're not writing. You're not learning how to write well. You're gripping the pencil wrong. But also, she writes her name, her first and last name. It goes like this down the line on the paper. And then the main thing I noticed, the capital letters, she don't do the capital letters right. And also her first and last name are all one word. She doesn't know how to space them out. Mm-hmm. Either she don't know when to go from her first to last name, or she doesn't know how to use space and punctuation properly at all. Which, I mean, she's 5 years old, kindergarten, but in kindergarten, what you knew? A period at the end, mm-hmm. big letter at the front, mm-hmm. and we just keep it rocking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to preface it. The reason why we threw this in here is not to get at the mother, and it's not.
I'm getting at that. I'm playing. Go ahead.
You can get at the mother. It doesn't matter. The thing that we're really focusing on is that a lot of parents aren't taking the time like they used to help the child be able to understand those grammatical things, getting their handwriting right. Because I remember growing up, my grandmother was there to sit down with me. She taught me how to write, how to read and write. She was like, nah, you gonna make sure your shit look good so you can understand, you can take this with you to the next level. Yeah. Nowadays, we're not having parents sit down, like we're saying, and then teach those things to those kids.
Man. So that No Child Left Behind shit. Yeah. Some people got left behind, man, and had to repeat some grades. Yeah. And now the people who got pushed forward unfairly are now having kids, and they're passing on what they know to their kids, and what they know was nothing. Mm-hmm. That letter is horrible. Mm-hmm. She writing like, if her daughter...
Someone said the child wrote that. Yeah, these comments is going crazy.
I saw one where she had to go sit down in class with her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
someone said mama needs to be in the class too.
Like, come on, man.
I'm on the teacher's side.
Yeah, like, it's rough. And it's like, this is the state of education in the country today.
Somebody said the pencil wasn't even sharp.
And that's why I say, like, this who y'all arguing with online, bro. This who y'all arguing with online every day. About serious topics. Mm-hmm. This who y'all arguing with online. People like this. And I'm we laughing about it, but this is sad. Because it's like, she's a grown woman. And she doesn't know how to spell the word what. Yeah. Hey, with an A is for horses.
Now, see, when I'm texting, I will send the short form of the words.
She ain't texting, baby. And even if she was, that's another thing school teach you is professionalism versus casually speaking.
Yeah, I will agree the professionalism.
How to write a letter or type a letter properly.
So people say professionalism is the white man type of thing. How do you feel about that?
It's the literate type of thing to do. Don't get me wrong. When it borders into sort of like dressing a certain way or having your hair a certain way or your nails like this or that, then it borderlines on the sort of racial thing.
I disagree though. I feel like even in like I feel like even if whoever was at the top, I feel like suits, being clean, professional, I think that will always be just the standard.
I think so too, because it's just easy to recognize that you're well put together.
Exactly.
And you're smart, you have what you got going on.
Yeah.
But when it comes, like I said, when it comes to like the hairstyles, even like tattoos or like these other cultural things, that's borderline on like, okay, you're pushing someone away because of how they are as a person. When it comes to like communicating with each other, professionalism is key. Grammar is key. I don't care what language you speak. If you're writing in that language, you need grammar to be proper. If you're writing in Chinese, nigga, you need your grammar to be right. You know what I'm saying? So that's not good. And that's something that the principal probably grabbed that, saw that letter. Okay, man, we'll work on it and threw that shit away. And said, listen, so-and-so teaching Koya, whatever her last name is, give her a little bit of effort, help her out a little more. I don't want her to come back up here saying so much to me, but we know this girl will struggle. She go home to this.
Someone made a really good point. The teacher's literally just trying to say the daughter needs help.
That's
and she's
all
actually
saying.
trying to like defend her daughter's whatever
that
instead
happens.
of trying to support her.
Yo, but that happens so much. You know anybody who's a teacher?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can ask them. I'm sure it's a woman. Ask her.
It's a guy.
Okay, ask him, like,
I know both.
how many conferences he had with parents and how they come in there feeling personally attacked because their kid is struggling. I'm sure he'll say 100% of them probably. That happens so much. And it's like the teacher literally just saying, hey, she's struggling with reading and writing right now. But you can tell the teacher's probably writing from a point of like, we can fix it though.
Yeah.
But we need your help at home too. So help us out and we'll help you out. I'm sure a teacher would have loved to have a meeting with the parent. But this letter and it's going viral like this, she probably going to do it now because you're coming from a point of view of like, I'm attacking you and I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that she's trying to attack her when the teacher just genuinely wants to make sure the kid keeps up with.
That's all teachers want. Every teacher I know just want their kids to be all on the same page. And this is why you end up with kids who get to high school and they can't read at a middle school level. You know what I'm saying? Because they're at home, they don't have no one to give them some sort of help or to give them the tools to help them at home.
Yeah.
She don't even think of that type of stuff. What happened to Leapfrog? Remember Leapfrog?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Leapfrog, Jumpstart, all those games.
All that stuff is gone. And like, it's up to the parent to take the extra effort, even if you don't know yourself, to give them the effort to help you. Because I've heard plenty of stories of, oh, my son wanted to play basketball really bad. I didn't play basketball growing up. I'm not that good at it, but I was there for him to help him rebound. I'll rebound for him, let him shoot the ball 1,000,000 times. You can't do the same thing for science or spelling or writing.
That stuff's not fun, yo.
You telling me you can't have your daughter sit down.
That's not fun.
And write her name out a bunch of times in a row until it starts to look straight and looks.
Even as a parent, that's not fun, bro.
You don't got to be the fun parent all the time. You got to be you got to be a good parent all the time. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I'm not a parent myself, so maybe I'm something I don't understand. Please enlighten me. But this right here is the textbook example of a parent coming up there, taking stuff personally when they shouldn't, not recognizing, oh, my child actually needs help. But I think it's that shame of not wanting to have a quote-unquote stupid child or something like that.
All of our parents out there, let us know down in the comments how you feel about the education system. Do you think it's good for your kids? Do you see the difference from when you were a child and the teaching methods they have now? Is it better or worse than when you were in school? Let us know down in the comments, man. But yeah, we were talking about an elementary school girl. And I know we talked about it earlier.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
What elementary?
It was kindergarten, elementary, one of the two. I know we were talking about that, but this stuff starts there and it leads into high school. And
the real world after that.
And there's a growing rate of, high school seniors not being able to read and write, especially write. The literacy, the grammatical errors are just getting worse and worse. And you're about to go out into the real world after this. You're a 12th grader, you're 17, 18 years old, some 19. You're about to graduate, you're about to go, get your first job maybe or something like that, and you can't read or write. Like,
you can't even read the application you're trying to fill out.
Yeah.
You can't read the job. What's the term for what you got to do the job, like the job duties, whatever? You can't read that. You don't know what you're doing. So the United States right now is 36 globally in overall adult literacy. That seems extremely low to me. Out of 190 some countries, with 36, we have the most money.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. We should be at least top 5, I hope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like we said earlier, this stuff persists. And when kids get passed through and looked over and passed through because of these school districts, a lot of them, struggling for funding, they need to pass kids through for the money. Some kids fall through the cracks and end up in class they shouldn't be in. They end up in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. The video we have is about 12th graders where mentally, cognitively, they're more like middle schoolers or even beyond that. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How much help these kids don't get from at home and from the school system, the school districts they are in. I'm gonna play the video for y'all because I want to kind of play it first. Then we'll talk about it.
All right, bet that.
Demonstrate the literacy crisis in high schools right now. This is a graphic organizer that we spent a full week on. All the students had to do was fill out the blank titles for each piece of the paragraph. We're asking for 6 words here for a full week. This student only put in 3 of the words. Then they use these graphic organizers to write an actual essay. So they're going to use the introduction and conclusion graphic organizer to do an intro, 8 body paragraphs.
The literacy crisis is way worse than I thought. We had those in the 4th grade. So you're telling me a high school senior who probably 18, 19, 17 years old got to cut out? You had to cut out something and put it in a composition notebook? We was doing that in elementary school. But that's once again why phonics are important. They stopped teaching phonics and they only started teaching to taking a test. This is the issues that we're facing, right? Kids are basically 18 years old with the mind of a 6th grader probably.
So you ever seen that organizer stuff in school?
I want to say I don't remember it.
I remember doing that stuff in like 3rd or 4th grade. When you're first learning how to write long form essays.
Yeah.
That's what that's for.
Yeah.
It's for you to visualize what it looks like to write an intro paragraph.
Okay.
And then your content and your conclusion.
Okay, now that you say it, we did have something. It wasn't in the composition notebook.
Yeah, I had like worksheets. Like they would give us the worksheet first.
Exactly.
You do the worksheet one day. You would come back next day and you would do the paper itself. You know what I mean? You would write the paper out yourself. Like you said, they don't teach phonics anymore. They teach for the tests. Like we said earlier, it comes down to another political thing, social economics, where these school districts are kind of forced to emphasize these kids passing these tests over these kids actually learning what they're fucking putting on paper because the test gives you money. But this is sad, bro. Because I remember in high school, I was writing my 12th grade. I was in AP. I was writing 7, 8, 9, 10-page papers already. In college, I did the same thing, 10, 15-page papers. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had big projects at the end of semesters that were 15, 20-page papers. You know what I'm saying? You had to really go through and write and fully flesh out an idea and provide sources. And you had to cite them using APA. You had to pull from them correctly and all this other stuff, and you had to formulate ideas fully, and like, you know, you had to really sit and like do full research, and you had to fully understand how to write a fucking paper. Yeah. And these kids can't write like 8 body paragraphs. That's 8 paragraphs is what? 3, 4 pages? Really? That's nothing. That shit in 30 minutes if you ask me to. Really? Give me a topic I know a little bit about, I got you.
You can do it in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, definitely. You can write my papers, dog. That's quick, bro.
I could definitely do that. Especially when my mind was in school, school mode. That's nothing. Yeah. You crazy? Yeah. All of them little stupid ass go on Blackboard and do the little responses. Do that shit in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit, something 10 minutes. Had that script for the boss. I'm playing. But yeah, like, it's scary because like the kindergarten is one thing. We got time to fix this little girl. It'll be okay. Yeah. She's struggling now, but by the time she in 3rd grade, she'll probably be okay. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As long as people are taking those actions to help get there.
Exactly. But these kids are 18, 17, 18. The real world is a couple months away.
Literally.
They about to be in your face, driving a car around while you trying to get around them and shit. You about to be dealing with them trying to navigate the real world. And it's like, what the fuck? Or they're going to college and they're going to go to college woefully unprepared. Very. And they're going to waste a whole lot of money and time struggling. So it's like, it's very scary to me.
Yeah. The fact that, like you said, this is something that they do in elementary school and they weren't able to complete it, or it seemed like he didn't want to complete it. That's another thing also. He said, you know, every day for over a week, you're supposed to do 6 or something like that, and he only did 3. That comes down to him not wanting to do it.
6 words.
Yeah. There's 6 words?
In the boxes. 6 words in each box. That's it.
You couldn't even put a word. Like, even, like, bro, that's, you pull up to the class, you late, you just scribble a word in. He didn't even want to do that. I remember pulling up late sometimes, I didn't get the homework done. I was like, all right, let me write something down. He didn't even want to do that.
I'm going to say this, right? But one thing I noticed in school, right, is when certain kids were faced with like something they didn't understand, they responded by shutting everything out and shutting down because they couldn't do it. Think about like, this might sound funny, but think about like when you be in class reading, right, and y'all pick on the little boy that can't read, the bad one with the bald head, whatever. Yeah. the catfish is my metal catfish is my whatever. You pick him to read, right, and he struggle, and y'all start to, he can't even put out. He get mad immediately, right?
Yeah.
That's him shutting down. So imagine, like, it happens. So that's sad, but that's the truth. Like, these kids be shutting down when they get faced with something hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they get frustrated, they get ashamed because they know it should be easy to them, but they can't do it. And that's real shit.
They say writing proficiency is closely tied to critical thinking skills.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can say that firsthand, yes.
Yeah.
If you gotta think about it, like think about just simple tactics of like in college, right? You learn better when you're in class lecturing and you write shit down that you see. And you write it down and you write down again later on when you're studying it again. It helps you retain it. That's a base level of that. So when you gotta actually like put your thoughts to paper, you think them out better and more like formatically because you have to put a sentence together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have a big idea of something. Let's say you write a paper about, what's the book you always read in school? Great Gatsby?
Great Gatsby, Catcher in the Rye, I think, right?
I like Great Gatsby. It's a good book. Actually a good book. Catcher in the Rye is boring. So I never was a fan. The Giver, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. What's the one that they said was banned? And ooh.
Catcher in the Rye was for sure.
It was Catcher in the Rye?
I think Catcher in the Rye was the one that guy read it and shot John Lennon.
I don't remember.
Okay, well that's why that was banned, I think. I read 1984 when I was like in middle school. But anyway, Great Gatsby, right?
Yeah.
Like it makes you think through the book because you have to sit down and write about what you read. And you go back and read over it again and you highlight stuff and you write down what the character said or did and you start thinking. And that whole process makes you think about, well, why did he do that? Why does he go to the dock at night and always look across the bay at the blinking light or whatever? Because he's looking for Daisy, and the light represents Daisy's being lost in the fog, and he's losing sight of whatever. Y'all read the fucking book, man.
No, they probably didn't. But
the book, I guess, it's a great book. It's about
you're spoiling it.
It's about
you're spoiling it.
Prohibitionary bootlegger. He makes money off of selling alcohol, and he's basically bought his way into the elite lifestyle. It's old money versus new money, right? And it's sort of like the shame that comes with being poor, and it's about like capitalism and how far will you go for the American dream, and do. It was a great book. When it came out, people didn't understand it, but it was understood after the fact when the author was already a failure and died, whatever. People were like, oh, that's actually a good book. Wow, he was cooking with this one, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, like, you know what I mean? But anyway, back on topic. When you're forced to think through stuff like that, with an essay in front of you, and you gotta fill it out and write it out, you're forced to think. And writing skills do affect that, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta take all the scrambled thoughts in your mind and you gotta condense them into something that's coherent. And that in itself is critical thinking. So, yeah.
One of the cameras died. We got the beep. That means we gotta wrap it up. Really good episode. I think it's a really important episode. Was our last episode serious too, or nah? I can't remember. We've been alternating. I just can't.
The art one, nah. The art thing's not as serious, bro.
Okay.
But it's closely tied to this. I think when you're educated, I'm not saying this to be like snobby or snooty, because you don't need to be no master's degree or even master's degree having person. But if you've been through school and you know how to critically think, art classes in school too, you have to learn it in art class how to interpret art and figure out what it means to you.
Yeah.
It applies to this stuff too, because you have to be able to critically think, you have to be able to learn and be educated in some way to appreciate certain things. So
I don't think it's, like you said, I don't think it's necessarily about what level you
got. No.
It's not about that at all. That's not the,
It's about embracing the process of learning and how, and embracing the process of not knowing something and learning it, and not being frustrated or stopping yourself because you deem it as not worthy of you knowing or something.
Yeah, I just want the people out there watching that it's not about, I don't care what level you got to. It's having that critical thinking skills that you start, even if you don't get it at a young age, you can take that time now to develop those skills. You haven't read certain books, go take that time out when you can, and if you want to, because that's what, you can make time for the most part.
The beauty of a book is that it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
Once you get the book, it's always going to be there. You can start with...
I don't know, they burning books now, bro.
Oh, yeah, damn.
They burning books now.
It's true. What they burning now? Fahrenheit 451?
A bunch of stuff, bro. Burning up libraries and stuff like that.
Isn't that ironic? Fahrenheit 451, they burn books in the book. The book's about burning books.
Wow.
People burn them. 1984, they burned that book. A lot of bell hook stuff.
Yeah.
Just read, y'all.
Yeah.
Even if you read a page a day.
Yeah.
Just read a page
I agree.
a day.
Even a page a day, 5 minutes a day, that'll change your life.
Read for 5 minutes. And if you're enjoying the book, read for 5 more minutes until you get tired of reading. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man.
Or listen to an audio book or something.
I'm putting you on the spot. You read?
I don't read books, no. I read, I do read like articles, stuff, like when stuff happens, like news articles a lot. But I don't read books necessarily traditionally. I should though.
I read books. I'm not like, oh yeah, I read a book every day. No, I'm not one of those. If I find a book that I'm like, oh okay, I might read 1 or 2 books a year. I might read one.
You're doing better than me, man.
I might read, but I do read a lot more articles.
I listen to a book for sure.
Yeah.
But I read a lot of articles.
I read
articles all the time.
I read a lot of articles.
Yeah. So that's my kind of reading feel for the days, most of the times articles. But I do need to read actual books again.
Does YouTube count?
A lot of YouTube, bro.
I'm asking, does YouTube count?
Oh, not
like
for me.
Legit question.
I want to say yes, 'cause I'm on YouTube a lot.
We're at the end now. You can talk your
I want to say yes because I'm on YouTube a lot, but I don't feel bad about how much I use it. But like, I can see so because YouTube has so much content that can teach you something. But it's about active listening too.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like writing this stuff down and actually like taking time.
I think that's what it is. Cause I talked about it before, bro. Just because you're watching the video don't mean you're retaining that information. You feel like you're doing something when a lot of times you're not. Having knowledge ain't nothing if you're not actively putting it to work, to use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a lot of times people let stuff wash over them. They'll watch a movie or a show, or they'll watch a YouTube video about like some history thing or how to do something. It'll wash over you, and you'll retain it for a little bit, but you won't actually understand, or it won't affect you. But if you actually have the skills you got in school to watch something, and then you write down key points, and you break those key points down into more information, and you break it down that way, like note taking, then you'll understand it more. You know what I'm saying?
And fuck it, even if you didn't get it in school, if you realize you're short in something, go take that time to brush up on it and get better at it. You feel me? I don't think that's an excuse just because you didn't have it when you were younger. That just sounds like an excuse to me. If you realize, if you're conscious enough to realize, hey, I'm lacking in this area, or this area isn't where I want it to be, go take that time and actually get better at that. I don't like having a victim mindset. Like, yeah, we all had some shit that was fucked up that we couldn't control or that put us behind. But now we're old enough. We'll put that work in, bro.
Yeah, and it's like, don't be afraid of like not knowing where to start.
Yeah.
Just start, bro.
Yeah, just start. You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out as you go. And plus, like we said, YouTube, man, you can literally go on YouTube and look up how to learn. Like literally how to learn, how to retain information, how to
use AI, ChatGPT how do I learn? Where can I start? Where can I tool? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Where can I start to learn X, Y, and Z? ChatGPT. Do something. Because you have no reason not to. It only can help you. Literally. You only can be benefited by learning. That's a good thing about learning. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not fully demonizing entertainment content. I'm not the biggest fan of entertaining content, but I'm not fully demonizing because I don't want to sit here sit on my high horse. That's not what I'm saying. I understand we want to enjoy our time and stuff. Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck, nigga.
But what I'm saying is,
we're entertaining content.
Are we?
That's what they're saying. Some people.
At
least 2 people say that. So that's good.
You think it's entertaining?
I like it. I watch them, but I'm also on it, so I'm biased.
I was about to say we're kind of biased.
250 people think it's entertaining. So.
Yeah, that's a fact.
100 more on TikTok.
That's a fact.
And thousands.
Did we hit 100 on TikTok?
We're 99, I think 98. TikTok does a weird thing where, like, if you click a page you follow, it doesn't show you as a follower. So, like, it'll say one more. So, like, when I look at the page, it says 99. And I click on it, it says 98. So, is it taking me out or something? I don't know.
I don't think so, bro.
Anyway, learning is important, man.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand the world around you, number one. And just got to understand, like, so nobody can get over on you. And also, I also just find, like, when I actually watch a movie or something like that, or a show, I enjoy it more when I want to think critically about it. Or I start, like, looking up people's opinions about the show and what they think certain stuff meant in this episode or something like that. And I enjoy that more. It's a whole community you build based on analyzing your favorite media. You know what I'm saying? So, there's something to gain from it. Yeah. Unlike most things, there's not many downsides to learning, if any. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get drunk, you drink alcohol. Downside is you know, it's bad for you. It's fun, it's bad for you. You work out. Downside is you might be in some pain sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But learning is like you gain. You don't seem to lose anything. Yeah. Unless you consider it a waste of time to learn, but whatever.
Time is important too.
What's one thing you want to learn before you die?
One thing that I want to learn? That's a great question. I always like to get better with, I like psychology and philosophy. Those are my 2 biggest things. I like both of those.
Okay.
I feel like philosophy is such a wealthy person's. It's a luxury. You're thinking about shit that you can't get the answer to when you really think about
I spoke about it before. Like a lot of those like early philosophers were, wealthy people. They had the time to do that.
Is God real? Is morality something? You'll never get the answer to that. Like niggas literally sat there and thought about this shit for their whole life to not get an answer. And then get rich and famous off of it. That is such a luxury to think about stuff that you can never get the answer to.
Yeah, the dude that working at 7-Eleven don't care about that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But it's profound. I guess it's profound. I don't know. I like it.
Everything profound if you say it is.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah. What's something you want to learn?
Definitely want to seriously attempt to learn another language at some point.
Oh, yeah, true.
I speak Spanish like kind of conversationally, but not like good.
Yeah.
I'm like enough to get by. I would say that, but also I want to learn like other skills. Like I want to learn more about like finances and stuff like that. That's just like kind of like the educational stuff I want to learn. Basically, I think that'll help me in the long run for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. I actually didn't write a tip of the week this week. So, do you have anything you want to say?
Don't be afraid to learn something new, and don't feel ashamed if you don't know. It's okay to not know. Everybody don't know something at some point, and they learn. So, don't be ashamed of not knowing. We're past like school and everything. And nobody's gonna laugh at you because you can't pronounce a word.
Yeah, they will, but
I won't laugh at you if you can't pronounce a word.
Yes, he will.
I won't. You know what I do sometimes when I'm watching something and I hear a word I don't know? I look it up on my phone immediately while I'm sitting there. I'm like, wow, this is a cool word. I watched the movie Limitless again for like the third time. Or whatever. That's when he takes a pill and he's like,
yeah.
way better or whatever.
Cool. That shit real. People do that all the time.
NZT pills. Would you take one of them real?
They are real.
To that level though, he went from like a nigga with no emotion, he can't even think straight, to a nigga who can do like Harvard level algorithms in the damn stock market and be rich.
Would I do that? Why wouldn't I?
Because it kills you or something. I don't remember the movie that well. I just watched it. I forgot that fast. Death
is an illusion.
Here's a word I heard. Abstemious. Abstemious.
Oh, I thought you said
No, we can't say that. Abstemious. ABSTEMIOUS.
Okay, what does that
mean? It means to be not self-indulgent, especially when eating and drinking.
So here's my only thing, right?
So to be like not gluttonous.
Yeah. The not the root word, but the
abstaining.
Yeah, it has the same whatever. I can't think of the word right now. But anyway, what I'm saying is, why use that word when you could just say I'm not self-indulgent?
Because you're better than other people. That's why. You want to flex on niggas.
You see what I'm saying? I feel like there comes to a point where using words like that does not help with your communication. Communication is used so that people can understand you.
Well, normally, if you're saying words like this, you're in a spaces where people would already know what they're saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Those people are already probably got their nose up, and it's like, oh yeah, abstemious. Yes, abstemious. Just very abstemious. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that doesn't help with communication. Actually, maybe it communicates your social level. I guess maybe that's what it does. But
when you really think about it, isn't life in general meant to just be flexing on people? Isn't the whole goal of life to be flexing on other people, bro, in some way?
The older I get, the more I'm like, maybe it is. That's all life it is, just to flex, bro.
To flex something. You know what I'm saying? To flex something on other people. That's what life's all about in some way. No, but all seriousness though, I think it's good to have serious. To have a wide lexicon of words to use is good. To have a myriad of words to pull from. That way you're no longer obsequious to the...
Oh my God!
You know what I mean? No. Obedient. No. You're no longer obsequious to the basic level of communication. You're beyond that. So, yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah, man.
That's great, man. Hey, man. Really good episode. Let's wrap this up. Anything else you want to say?
No, man. Thanks for all the support.
Always.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, repost.
Always.
Thanks for the support. The views are going up. Big numbers, a lot of stuff we do. Had some good episodes lately, some real thought-provoking stuff. People should care about, I hope. Hope that means a lot to me, it means a lot to us. Yeah.
Let us know what kind of car you want to see us in. From a Toyota to a Lamborghini, from a Honda to a Rolls Royce. Let us know and we'll make it happen. If you got a car you want to show off, let us know. You can come to us and we'll come to you. Send us in the DMs at In The Whip Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Leave it in the comments on the YouTube. We'll make it happen, man. Like Quell was saying, thank you all for all the support. It's been great recently. Shout out to all our fans. Not even the fans, just the people who are part of our community. I don't want to call them fans. We're building a community here.
We ain't got no fans.
Yeah, we don't got no fans. These are people who are in community.
Y'all supporters in our community.
Hell yeah.
Well, we on the same level. Ain't no damn fans.
Hell yeah. Ain't no fans at all.
I'm just a nigga in the car talking.
Facts. Yeah, I don't have nothing.
So is he.
Yeah, just a dude in the car talking.
Fake Yankees fan.
Fake Yankees.
No Oreos hats nowhere. Mm-hmm. No O's or nothing. Mm-hmm. Why not?
This hat's changing soon, just so y'all know. So enjoy it while it's here.
Why it change?
It's changing.
Wearing a kufi next? You convert it?
Hey, man.
Okay. You want a yarmulke, actually.
The big dog shit. See, look, we got ending now.
What about that boss call?
Hey, man. You in there with Flex.
And Quell.
Catch y'all next episode. Peace.
Wake up, see some others and bang, I'm feeling great today. Wake up, see some others and
Ah, the light.